Yeah, I know you guys can't hear me yet. I have my mic muted for a reason. Anyway, um, so I'm going to get a King of the Hill started. The number one topic tonight, do you want to know what it is?
I think I can guess, right?
All right, you get two guesses. Go.
The patch?
No, more specific. I mean, obviously, we're here to talk about the patch. Like, give me, like, a specific.
Oh.
Everyone in the chat, guess right now. You've got the time it takes for Ryan to come out with Wound Cowboy to come out with two guesses.
Okay.
It's
Kenshi buffs.
That's a great guess, but we're not. I don't really want to talk about that.
What we're going to.
But the better.
No, we will.
Well, hold on. I didn't finish the statement. I don't want to talk about it at all. But we're probably going to talk about it a lot.
Yeah. Who are we kidding here?
Well, at least I'm, understanding of who I am as a person.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's one guess. Can we have another one?
Just general system mechanic changes.
Okay. The topic for tonight is counter. Counter.
Okay.
What is counter?
I have no idea, honestly.
I want to see if anybody that we invite, they have been putting in quotation marks, counter this, counter that, counter, yada yada yada. I want to know what counter is. Let me tell you what counter is. I'd like to wait till I get Tom in here, and I'm going to get some other people. 16-bit is in the chat right now. He says, I can tell you that counter is a game changer. Game changer. Game changer is a huge. It's huge.
Strong words. Yeah.
16-bit goes on to say, when Paulo first told me about counter, I was stunned. Now, before we continue, can you and I name 1 to 2 things that have ever stunned young Steve Brownback?
Stunned?
Stunned. Like he says he's stunned, so I want to put this in comparison with something.
Well, he once said that Paulo fucked up buffing Sinestro. And he said that, yeah, I mean, I consider that stunned.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say there's a couple of stuns. I'm going to say one of the things is when he first realized that Kenshi was an unwinnable matchup, he was stunned. So in Mortal Kombat 9, the second thing, I want to tell a 16-bit story so bad, I don't know if I can. He asked his permission. But yeah, anyway, so he's stunned. It's a game changer. He says, I asked Paulo, are you trolling? Is this even possible? Think about that. Is this even possible? He's pushing the possibilities, the boundaries of what
possibilities, yeah.
And we're going to find out what this is in about 17 hours. I think it's 17 hours away. We're going to find out what this game-changing new mechanic or change of the game is. What do you think? All right, I've got a stab. What I think counter is. I think counter seems to be the biggest gameplay mechanic change happening and being announced tomorrow. I'm thinking counter could be all launchable armor in the game is completely removed. In fact, all armor maybe is removed in the game. I don't know how true that is. Maybe on Wake Up you have like one. Maybe on Wake Up each character has one armored move. However, counter is if you potentially hit a reversal EX special. If you hit it on the frame, on a just frame and get a reversal, then that special move gets armor. That's what I think. That's what I think counter is. 16-bit says, I heard Tyler is considering renaming it the Countercast. Well, I'll tell you what Tyler is also considering right now.
Not being a Chiefs fan.
I have not spoken to him directly in the past hour and 40 minutes, but I have an image in my head that he has a noose in every floor of his house, every room of his house that has ripped Chiefs on it, and he's thinking about not attending the Countercast tomorrow because his team is getting raped right now. 22 to nothing. It's terrible.
It's 29-0, isn't it?
Oh my God, is it?
Yeah, I think they scored again.
Good Lord, when's this madness going to stop? All right, real quick. Out of all the buff, nerf, and changes in the game, name two of them that you were like, I don't care. That's unimpressive to me. And also name me two that you were like, oh man, that's super interesting.
I'd say by far the most radical one to me is Quan Chi.
The
That
most
says a lot.
the most radical one. Okay.
Yeah, because it probably means that in some way the game's getting changed so that he doesn't need that, you know,
Okay.
so that his zoning actually is good and it's enough on its own.
Okay.
So that to me has a lot of implications.
Do you think that that means all right? So in my opinion, look at Quan Chi as a character. You know, I also look at the whole Kano back one overhead tease.
Yeah.
That was interesting. To me, it almost seems like they're removing the brain dead guessing game, flip coin, and they might allow 25 frame or 30 frame overheads or lows, but they're getting rid of the 10 and 12 frame guessing game between overhead and lows. Um, well, I think what is Quan Chi's 18, 17, 20, something like that.
It's a little slower, I think, but yeah.
Okay, but that move becoming a mid, he still has a guessing game though, because after you block the overhead, he can cancel into the EX rune, and then whether he delays or not, it's going to be a guess within itself. You know, plus
Yeah.
your armor, so it's still there's still a guess. It just removes two guesses. You know.
Right.
All right, so that's one of the most interesting buffs. I agree with you. That is one of the most interesting. What's another one?
Most interesting. I'd say another one with huge implications would seem to be Reptile, right? EX overhead no longer launches. The claw has no armor. So what does that? I mean, you were talking about this earlier. What does that mean? What does that move do now?
Yeah, I think that gift showed many things. EX spit is now like caltrops where it stops a person from running. That was cool. That was nice little whatever. But the EX ball, I believe the EX down back 4 ball had armor. It didn't launch. It was like a hard knockdown. So it was like an armorable move, but it wasn't an armor launcher, which makes me think, why would you nerf Reptile? You mean tell you what no one is doing right now? No one is calling each other and posting on Facebook rants and Twitter and MySpace and all that. Do people still use MySpace? If they do, they would log into MySpace and just like no one is saying, "Oh my God, Reptile! What do you do? What do you do? Oh my God, have you seen down back 4? It's broken." Like no one's doing that. No one's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that the hint is to show you that, hey, you know how that move was an armored launcher? You know, unsafe on block, whatever. I think it's an armor, but it's armored hard knockdown. And so I think all armored launchers are going bye-bye. Did he do it on Wake Up?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was standing.
Yeah, it's super weird. Yeah, let's just say this: if they do take away armor launchers and armor in general in the game, I think it could be like an Injustice thing. In Injustice, there was this weird. What the hell is Ruthless Arsenic's doing? If you're watching the gameplay, anyway, this is terrible gameplay. This is like the worst thing I've seen. But if you watch, if you think about Injustice, everyone had like one invincible wake up move. And all the other ones were stuffable. Isn't that correct? Do I remember that correctly?
Yeah, most characters had at least one invincible wake up. Some didn't.
So I'm wondering if they're changing it to that kind of formula in Mortal Kombat X, where every character has like one armored move, and that's it. Like Raiden has armored Superman, Kenshi has EX shoulder, you have EX shoulder with Shinnok, Kung Jin maybe has EX flip. But like a 14, 12%, 16% armored move. It's like a get off me type pressure to deal with the cancel characters or pressure our offense in general in this game. But armored launchers and stuff, it looks like they're gone. Now the whole thing with counter could be that when you block these moves and you do a just frame reversal, then you could be granted counter or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, to me, counter sounds like it's almost an offensive opportunity off of a defensive option. That's what counter brings to mind for me. I just don't know how they would implement that.
What do you mean? Elaborate a little bit on that.
As in, you're going in for your offense, right? And you do a counter, which means that then they're open. Maybe you get a block string or a punish in some way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That to me sounds a lot more like a counter than than anything else I can think of.
Okay.
I mean, that is what a counter is, right?
I guess it is. I mean, counter also. It's weird. It kind of sounds like counting. I mean, like like
Hmm.
the timer in the game. I mean, the timer in the
Yeah.
game.
Okay, that'd be a different angle. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know me. I think you know this about me. I hate misspelled words.
Hmm.
I already still to this day have a hard time dealing with playing a game with misspelled with a misspelled main title.
Uh,
Like to this day, if I saw Jonathan Davis of Corn, I would just like slap him. Like, I hate that name. Why? We don't need more people promoting more dumb shit. Like, and that's why I hate when people like they have gamer tags with misspelled words.
hmm
That's not cool. No one thinks that's cool. Like the 11-year-old,
Tip.
the 11-year-old in 5th grade, he might think it's cool. It's not cool. Anyway, just want to get that ran out. I could rant a lot on that. So, what are two changes in the game or animated gifs that you saw and you thought to yourself, eh?
I'd say the most uninteresting, for sure, would be Boraicho. Spinning the little whatever it is, his stick to deflect the projectile.
Okay.
That's not those kind of moves are never that good. I mean, it's cool.
Mhm.
Shinnok has a move like that, and it doesn't really do shit. So I don't think it's really going to be that big of a deal. Not very interesting.
Okay. People in the chat are asking me what thoughts on reptile changes. I mean, we just covered that a little bit. I think that reptile doesn't really have any changes. I think what the changes we saw reptile have are gameplay related changes. So let's pretend. All right, I've called Tom. I think here actually I'm going to call Tom on the phone. Let's call Tom on the phone.
Phone. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to call him on the phone. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Can you hear that?
Yep.
Wait, is Tom streaming?
Is he doing a lot of heavy breathing on stalling the game?
Your call has been forwarded to.
Whatever, Tom. Hey, let's call Tom again.
Yeah.
Tom and I talked on the phone today, and I literally told him I was going to do this and call him. He's like, "Can't wait, buddy. Let's do it." Just getting them ribs fixed. I got 9 broken ribs. Madison ran me off the road.
Yeah, he's indisposed.
This is the last time I'm going to try to call him. He knows I want him.
Whoa.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, of
Your
course he
call
did.
has been forwarded to.
Okay. Hey, here's something funny for football fans and Mortal Kombat fans alike looking for the patch. How ironic is it that Tom Brady of the New England Patriots is now free to play again as of next Sunday? How ironic is that Tom Brady of the FGC is now free to play again as of next Sunday? Well, Tuesday.
Wait, what? Why is he free to play?
Well, Tom basically stopped playing the game. He quit the game,
Okay.
just too upset, blah, blah. Plus, Madsen ran him off the road, broke 4 and 9 ribs,
Madsen.
whatever. Yeah, Madsen flew over here, Julia Look, Russian spy, covert op, and they found where Tom lived,
Yeah.
and they ran him off the road, and he broke ribs. And now he's like, he can barely breathe. He aged precariously, and, he sounds like he's 80 years old now. When you talk to him on the phone, he's like, "Hey, guys," every time you talk to him. So, I don't know, but he's toying with the idea of coming back to Red Hot Sundays because of the patch on Tuesday. So how ironic is that Tom Brady in the NFL is eligible to play after being banned for 4 games, and Tom Brady comes back after the patch?
Yep, that's eligible.
I think that's ironic. It all makes sense now. I think Tom is on the phone with Madsen talking about what counter means. That's what
Okay, or the buff, right?
Or the buff. So let's talk about Sub-Zero. A lot of people know I have my ear to the ground. I talk to the people on the streets, go down hidden alleys, and I talk to the best of the best, and I also talk to the worst of the worst. And there's people. I'm going to get your feelings on this too.
Okay.
What are you hearing people are saying about what the game looks? Who looks too strong? Who potentially got overbuffed just because of stupid animated gifs, and who got over nerfed? I'll tell you one that I hear. This is who I've been hearing constantly. TYM fandom and Twitter fandom have been claiming that Sub-Zero is undisputed
Yeah.
top 3 right now.
Yeah, that's one of the best characters. People are quitting the game because of this.
Yeah, people literally are saying, based on a 4-second animated GIF, where Sub-Zero goes down for command throw with Cryomancer out of all variations,
Mm-hmm.
they said they're quitting the game. But
Yeah.
they also are assuming that if armor is gone and if stamina is toned down, they're making all these weird assumptions about facts, and they're saying Sub-Zero is just going to ruin the game. I really want Tom to get in this call so I can ask Tom about.
She thinks he's gonna ruin the game.
Yeah. Could comment, Tom, on Sub-Zero ruining the game. What are some other things that you're hearing?
Melina is ruined, fucking destroyed.
Oh,
Character,
yeah. Talk about that.
Well, I mean, Saltface said he's gonna pop off hard when he places with Melina because of how badly she's been nerfed. But by the way, this is 3 seconds of a GIF,
Yeah.
and we don't even know if the other variations have been changed at all, or how mechanics affect Melina.
I hear from the grapevine that Foxy's not happy with the changes done to Melina's role.
I mean, he can't be serious because he knows nothing about it yet.
Well, as you saw him on Twitter say, I think you're gonna have to just come get these hands with Kung Lao.
Well, he's been hitting it Lao for a while. I think he wants to co-main both of them. To be fair.
When was Foxy most impressive? Was Foxy most impressive with Kung Lao in the earlier stages, or was he most impressive with Melina? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
It's definitely been Melina. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Why do you think that is?
His biggest accomplishments have come with Melina. Biggest placings, and he did place with Lao some, and he won a tournament. So don't get me wrong, but
I think he placed really well. He got second at Evo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say that.
I feel like Melina, though, he's had more consistent placements for the most part, and more importantly, it's just later in the game's life, which to me is more impressive than just first year shit.
Okay, let me send Buffalo some information. Okay, listen, I'm just gonna bring the juice out. Tom's not here. Tom apparently is not into vitamin C today. He doesn't want to start the juice. I'm going to bring the juice out. Hold on a second. Let me.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Let me send something to Buffalo. Okay. Wait, I want to see what 16-bit has used for glue redesigned the game based on the GIFs yet. Okay, I want to go and pack something up real quick. Tonight, by the way. Tonight, you guys are in for potentially a special treat. Now, I'm going to pre-apologize for something. I'm going to pre-apologize for one thing. My wife and my kids are upstairs and they're asleep. That's what I'm going to apologize for. Because how bad I want to yell and rant and lay down the meat, lay down the wood on a couple of these subjects and topics. I apologize that I'm not going to be able to go 10 out of 10 how assertive and energetic and vicious I want to go. I have to talk at like this level. This is like going to have to be it tonight. I apologize for that. But, I guess kindergarten matters more. I don't know. Anyway, but let's go ahead and bring out some juice. There's been some topics on Twitter and Test Your Mic. Not topics. There's been players, and we're gonna end this shit tonight. It's over. We are going to end this topic tonight. I am fucking done with this topic. I want answers from people in the chat. I want people to. I'm gonna wake my family up. I want to get into this. I need to let everybody know. I'm gonna put this shit on YouTube. What it means to be a professional Mortal Kombat player. I'm so tired of seeing people in their Twitter descriptions say, yeah, I'm like a professional Mortal Kombat player. And then there's the other one. Yeah, I'm a top player. Top player, yeah, that's who I am. I'm a top player, man. I'm top, I'm top. I'm a pro top player. All right. Gotta relax.
Yeah.
I'm looking up the stairs and realizing I got to keep this a 4 out of a 10. Okay, so you're not a top player. You're not a pro player. There are 2 pro players, potentially 3, in this entire Mortal Kombat X NRS scene. Let me tell you what. Sonic Fox number 1, Foxy Grandpa number 2, Scarp is probably number 3. I'm gonna say he's probably 3. Okay, whatever. Um, but and then you have your top players. So, wait, Pig, have you ever heard Drunken Larry King, I'm a pro, look it up in the book rant? No, I haven't. No.
Wait, yes, Steve has mentioned that.
I might YouTube it after my rant.
Yeah.
So Sonic Fox, and then Foxy number 2, and then Scar. What it means to be a professional Mortal Kombat player is your livelihood, your career, your money, your salary is literally that. Like, that's what you do for a living. That you make enough money to pay for an apartment, a condo, a townhome, a house, your family, to support yourself, food. You don't need a job because why? Why do you not need a job? Because you are a professional Mortal Kombat player. If a dude is on a fucking airplane and a guy chokes on a pretzel and he does the Heimlich maneuver and saves the dude's life, he's not. Congrats. Everyone in the airplane's going to like buy you fucking dinner and they're going to pay for your flight and Delta's going to spot you a flight, miles and all this stuff. You're going to be the hero. But you know what you didn't become that day? You didn't become a professional fucking doctor. You're not a professional MD doctor just because you knew a Heimlich and you saved some fat dude that choked on a pretzel's life on a plane. Now onto the top player thing real quick. This top player shit. Here's the deal. Ryan and I, Wild Cowboy and I, we had a pretty large discussion about this early in the week.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, we need to decide what a top player is. We need to decide literally what constitutes a top player because I don't know. And so I went ahead and went first. I said, well, here's how I feel. I am not a professional player. I'm a former top player, a former Mortal Kombat 9 top player, and a former Injustice top player, and a current average player in Mortal Kombat X. And I said that's how I feel. So I'm trying to figure out how do we figure out if you are allowed to say you're a top player. I'm sorry, like I'm not trying to be Mr. Dictator here, but someone's got to say it. Like, not all you fucks with professional and top player in your Twitter profiles. You're not all professional. You're not all top. You're not anything probably. You're probably just as good as me, or less than me, or a little bit better than me, but it doesn't make you a top player, and damn doesn't make you a professional player unless you've been pulling in about 70, 80, 90, 100K, 50, minimum 50, 60K in the past year. And the first year that you don't do that, guess what? You're no longer professional. Anyway, I digress.
Oh, it's about an 8 out of 10, I'd say.
Dude, I'm 4 out of 10 right now. Trust me. I'm clinching. Like, I'm trying to keep this in. So anyway, I'm not going to name names, by the way. I decided that people are just ignorant and they don't know. Or they're just uneducated about the subject. That's what part of this is for. I'm not going to call anybody out specifically about this. I can, but I'm not. So anyway, going to go back. So help me out, guys. Wound Cowboy, Ryan and I were talking earlier this week, a couple other people, about, well, let's figure it out. Like, what constitutes if you're a top player? And so then we said, how about if you're top 10 on the SRK list? Let's just, you got to create a starting point. Let's find out what the starting point is. So I said, Ryan, I'm driving, going to Boone, North Carolina, Appalachian State, GSU. Can you look for me? And he looked. He read off the top 10. I'm like, okay, good. But then there were a lot of people that were not on the list. Wound Cowboy wasn't on the list. Big D wasn't on the list. Madsen wasn't on the list. Hayate wasn't on the list.
Yeah.
Was Dragon on the list?
He might have been.
Okay, I think Dragon was on the list. Anyway, so I was like, well, this early concept sucks. That you have to be top 10 on the SRK list, because if someone's going to try to convince me those 4 or 5 people aren't top players, then I mean, those guys make me more pissed than this. Make me more pissed than Omnis saying he's a professional player on his Twitter. But anyway, so oops. Anyway,
yeah.
So the other thing, it's not just him. I'm not picking on Omnis. I love Omnis. Omnis and I go way back. Not really, but I like Omnis. But anyway, so then I was like, okay, how about top 15? No, because Big D was number, I think, 16 or someone was. And I was like, no, man, I'm not. Big D was 16. I'm like, you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to say Big D's not a top player? No. So then we came up with a couple of a couple of requirements, and we tested it in the 3-year lifespan of Mortal Kombat 9 and Injustice, and it worked. It actually worked, and I want to shoot it out to you guys tonight, and I want you guys to tell me why this doesn't work. And frankly, I'm probably not going to care, but I am going to read all your criticisms and critiques and stuff. But here's what I think: there's the A category and the B category. The A category is not better than the B category. The B category is not better than the A category. You get the right to call yourself a top player if you have met the requirements of category A, or you can become a top player and name yourself self-proclaimed top player if you meet the requirements of Section B. Section A: must have an EVO Top 8 medal and 2 Top 8s. Did we say? You said 2. We said 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is to prevent the frauds. This is to eliminate the fraudulent, easy path, matchup people don't know, top 8 for EVO. Or category B: 5 top 8s over the life of the game. Is that so much to ask? Getting 5 top 8s is actually kind of hard, in my opinion. But so we argued a little bit. We went back and forth. So when I said the first one, category A, I said you have to have an EVO top 8 medal and 2 top 8s. One of the people I was talking to instantly said, "Dude, what about Maxter? What about Dizzy? What about this guy? What about that guy?" And I was like, "Oh shit, you're right." I mean, I would fight tooth and nail for Dizzy, Maxter, and those guys, and Crazy Dominican, and what. Now there's a couple of them that we named. So then that's why we came up with category B, that if you get 5 top 8s over the course of the game, you can call yourself a top player. And one thing I like about this is using this system does not eliminate or does not create a minimum or maximum amount of players. Like, we're not going to have just top 10 top players. Over the life of the game, if 40 people get, top 8 at a major, and I'm not talking about Defend the North. If you get top 8 at the Defend the North, go fuck yourself. Don't even, in fact, you get disqualified from being a top player.
Yeah, you can never be.
If you come at me and name like a 20 to 30, 40 man major as that's a top 8 at a major, then you've already been eliminated from the conversation. Because that means you're trying to fraud and cheat your way into the system, and we're not going to allow it. I've talked a lot, Ryan. I want some of your thoughts on this.
About being a top player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me your thoughts about all this, the cons, the pros. Take it back to MK9 and Justice. Just
right.
Kind of give me what you think.
Yeah, I think you want to weigh a couple of things. Number one, big placements. So most obviously Evo, I'd say. That's obviously that's the biggest fighting game major. So you got to weigh that. Then also, I think maybe almost as important is consistency. So I think your system is good because it does account for people who, like Dizzy, they didn't manage to get an EVO top 8, but won a couple majors and placed at a lot of tournaments. So it's really, I think consistency is one of the key things you need to be considered a top player. Evo is big, but if you have just the one shot, it's far less compelling to me. You need to do it over a period of time. And that's.
So we're in a weird situation in our game. Where do we... All right, so category A, one thing we didn't touch on. Category A, you have EVO top 8 medal and 2 top 8s. And category B, 5 top 8s. Where does ESL come into play with our scene? Because it does matter in our scene. Because
for sure,
it translates online, offline. The fact is there. I'm not in no way am I arguing for myself. Listen. Let's face it. I got 3rd at ESL Season 1, 9th at ESL Season 2, and 5th at Midwest Championships. I'm not going to tell you guys I'm a top player in Mortal Kombat X. In fact, I'm going to tell you I'm shit. I'm going to say I have a shit resume. And I'm cool with that. But I'm not cool with other people thinking they're top and saying they're top. Because they're not. I don't give a fuck how you do against, your best friend down the streets, raiding or whatever. I don't care. I don't care how you do on your online sets. That's not true.
Yeah.
I do like online sets.
Well, yeah, you actually do care, but
so what's your thoughts on how we factor ESL into this whole conversation? It has to matter.
Yeah, I mean, I think it factors into other big tournaments, and if you look, a lot of the people who did well at ESL also do well offline. So I don't think there's too much of a mental like break there. I think that yeah, generally people who did well in ESL do well offline, so it's fine. Yeah, we can count those.
Yeah. Well, if Foxy says I'm late. A late scan thing. Yeah, I mean Slayer. I see Slayer's obviously joking around. He says, "Yay! I'm finally a top player, dude." Slayer. Shut up. You're a top player. Everyone knows you're a top player. Slayer. I think Slayer's a top player. Even the days where Slayer calls me cancerous to the scene, I say, you know what? I don't care. I like Slayer. He's a top player. So, Foxy says I've got stats. Yeah, Foxy. You're also like got tackle and bait because you're a fucking fisherman right now. We know you're a top player. We get it. We get it. Yeah, you can't wait till Malia gets nerfed.
Oh,
What happened to my buck 1-2? ESL qualifiers online. I don't really count those. What do you think?
qualifiers. Wait, what are you talking about? You mean to get into the offline event?
Yeah, what do you think about that? Like, if you get top 8 on an ESL online qualifier, that's
I
not,
mean, if
that's,
it's a one thing, no, yeah, that doesn't.
no, that's
No
not
one cares.
That's not top 8. I mean, that's hard. Lousboy says, Pig, would you say KDZ is a top player? A lot of people say otherwise. Yes, I would say KDZ is a top
Yeah.
player because KDZ won Evo. Maybe that should be a category C. You win Evo.
And he also had a couple placements afterwards.
Yeah, he also had he had CEO top 8, he had Winter Brawl top 8, he had a couple of other top 8s. Yeah, of course. I mean, like, I don't have to love you, like you as a person, friend. We don't have to be best buds for me to say you're a top player or not. Like, yeah, KDZ's a top player. I would be a raging dick if I did it, man. Like, if I didn't say that, I'd be like, I would be so conflict of interest comes to my mind, just everything. Like, it's just I wouldn't be correct. It would remove my credibility if I said he's not a top player because he fucking won Evo and he got top 8s to tournaments and stuff. You have to say that. Let's see. Foxy says I agree with Cowboy. Do you think players like PL and Rio are top players in Mortal Kombat X? LOL. Actually, Rio was the number one conversation. Well, I don't know what PL's stats are, but here's the deal. If you don't fit in category A or category B, then no. Rio would probably tell you he's not, but I think he does have at least 5 top 8s. So I would say yes. There was the topic on this phone call that we had, Skype call. Something about what about the guys who go to 20 majors? They finally get 5. Like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to fault them for like. You have to appreciate that they actually went out there and every time and they leveled up and they did this and they did that. I mean, I don't care if it took them 40. If they went to 40 majors and finally got 5 top 8s, I mean, they got 5 top 8s. I mean, I'm not going to give them a quota. No, buddy, you already went to 10 majors. You now have to stop going. You can't do that. So Rio, I mean, Rio is an interesting one. I would lean towards yes. I mean, can we also look at the characters that Rio played? Pre-patch Jason. I mean, I don't need to rehearse them. Post-patch Cyber Sub-Zero. I mean, come on. I know you love Rio. You got any comments about that, Well?
I mean, I will say, since Rio's last top 8, I could have had a child. Just putting that out there. I do think that tournaments devalue.
Oh, I apologize. Foxy says, I mean, I've got the stats. Bafan, sucker, what help you with your search? All right. Well, Foxy, obviously, Foxy, help me out with the research. George says, are players like PL? God, this guy's like sucking. Like this guy. All right, if you ask about Rio and PL one more time, buddy, I'm gonna ban you because you're not interesting at all. You're just like one of those like, I don't know, like ass yappers and stream chats. Just, hey, look at me. Let's see what else people are saying. You know what I do like about this so far? There is 316 people in here, and no one is disagreeing with the requirements. God, this George guy. Bye, George. George. What is your name? George H9897. You might be one of the worst people to sit down in person and talk with. I'm just gonna go ban you. You don't get it. Anyway, let's see. PL made ESL top 8 all 3 seasons. What you guys think? Top player or not? I say no. I say no. He's not a top player. He's not a top player in Mortal Kombat X. What do you say?
I mean, yeah, with Carl, it's the consistency part. It hasn't happened.
Yeah.
It's been flashes, but it's not enough. And I think even he would say that because he's been around the FGC for years. He knows that you have to be consistent.
Okay, Slayer wrote something. He says, I think what a top player is someone who goes to these tournaments and is automatically in contention for winning or getting top 8. That's what a top player is. If you're one of those who are expected to get top 8. Wait, if you're one of those who are expected to get... That's a good answer. I like
Yeah,
that.
I'd agree with it.
I like his answer. I would share with Slayer that I kind of feel what he is saying is complimenting this. I don't want to say system. I guess I will say system that you and I discussed and we kind of came up with. I think that if you meet the requirements that we have in our system that we came up with, I think those are the people Slayer is describing. Like I can't name anybody in our list that would meet those requirements. Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with everything. I would never disagree with what Slayer just said. He's dead on. Homely says I disagree with Pig. Damn it. Let's see. Cowboy, you say the tournaments devalue, but Pig's method sort of accounts for that, considering 3-year lifespan. Yeah, you want to talk about that a little bit?
3-year lifespan?
Well, that's a good question. Actually, that's a real good question, Foxy. I could talk a lot about that, actually. He says he's talking about like as the years go on. He says, Cowboy, you say the tournaments devalue,
For sure.
but Pig's method sort of accounts for that, considering the 3-year lifespan. So I think what he's saying is, if my system, he might be saying my system could be flawed because if you make top 8, like say a major is this weekend and someone makes top 8 in MK9, and it's their 5th top 8 5 years later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to count that.
Yeah, I mean, that goes back to consistency.
Well, in my opinion, there has to be a cutoff.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, when Evo stops having the game, that's the cutoff.
Okay.
So, like, Evo, the last year Evo, Mortal Kombat 9 was 2013.
Right.
July 2013, if you made a top 8 in Mortal Kombat 9, didn't matter.
You're saying after?
After.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. Didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
No one cares. No one cares about your, on the break win or whatever the hell random majors pop up everywhere and they're called. Let's see. How are you going to define the credible top 8s? Like you said, Defend the North is stupid. Defend the North had, 20 people? 30 people? I mean, listen, buddy. You've got to have killers. You've got to have top players there. I shouldn't have to spell out if a tournament is loaded or not. Like, look at the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth had pretty stiff competition.
Yeah.
In
definitely.
fact, look at SCR. Everyone is going to SCR. Everyone is talking about going to SCR. DJT can't, MIT can't. They had to back out last minute, I heard. But and Slayer doesn't know if he's going. But everyone else, for the most part, is going to SCR. Like that tournament already has the hype built in. No one is talking about. You know what people aren't talking about? The Fall Classic. I'm gonna tell you straight up. If you win the Fall Classic this weekend and it's got 30, 40 people, who cares? I don't care. There was that tournament where it was Forever King and Slayer in grand finals. I think it was Midwestern Championships 20. I don't know. There was the good Raiden player, the Tekken player. He got 3rd from Arkansas. I like that guy a lot. It was top 3 was credible, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was who are these guys? I think that tournament had 20 people also, or 30 people. So I'm not gonna call that a major. I mean, come on, don't make me be an asshole. We all know what majors are. You can look at who's at a tournament and determine if it's good or not. I mean, this is not this is not a 5th grade swimming meet where everyone gets a fucking trophy. Okay, that's not the business we're in. We're competitors. Everyone should be honest with who's there, how tough is the tournament, how credible is a major that they're at.
Pig. Do you mind if I got White Boy in here?
Yeah, get White Boy in here.
Yeah, I get him.
I'm gonna add someone else too.
Ooh.
All right.
Nick.
All right.
Hi.
And I want to say Foxy. Foxy just said the nicest thing to me. He said to me in 3 years.
Okay.
He said.
You're not bad.
He said.
Or-
Foxy would never tell me I'm not bad. Foxy would be like, "Oh no, Perry, you're neutral kind of shit, and you wishy-washy on your neutral. Your stamina game. It's a little washy-wish.
Oh, wishy-washy.
It's a little wishy-washy. Gotta get the new ticka-ticka-tock, ticka-ticka-tock." Foxy just said, "The system makes sense because our games live 3 years." All right.
Mhm.
He says, so then the cutoff should be every 3 years. I agree.
Mhm.
What EU players who have no EVO resume or 5 top 8s in majors, like Irish Mantis, Zarakamaka, etc., are they top players? I would say Ketchup is. Didn't Ketchup get the top 8
Does he fit the criteria?
at EVO?
He did, but remember,
Being a
didn't we
top
get
eight.
2 other
Correct,
ones
correct,
as
correct,
well?
correct. But you have to be listen. You have to understand. I'm not going to expect. This is tough, but didn't Ketchup go to like a couple of other like big majors like VXG and the European top 8s and stuff? And didn't he compete and get like top 8?
Yeah, for all the European tournaments, I believe Ketchup placed top 8. I don't know which ones exactly, but I know every single one that was there, he did place highly. So
Okay.
that's I don't know what the names of these tournaments are because I don't actually watch any of these things. But when he competed in the European terms, I know for a fact I believe he placed in all of them.
I have an honest question: is the Fall Classic actually happening this year?
I keep seeing on Twitter, bro, like, bro, you better get your hotel stay and all that stuff before
Get
it
it
sells
tomorrow,
out.
today, or something?
Get it
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, get it today before it runs out, bro.
I'm
and
dead
next-
serious.
next-
No one. I've heard no one talk about it. No one's talking. I mean, nothing.
I
I
only-
have no
the
idea.
only time
do
I've
they
seen-
do they know a patch is coming out? Like, if you are going to the Fall Classic, listen to me right now. The red flags are out. Chances are your system's not going to be patched unless you guys let the Fall Classic actually understand a patch is dropping. That's changing the entire. I mean, counter is coming.
Oh, dang. Thanks, Paulo. Hi.
Are you ready for counter?
What?
Are you ready for counter? Nick. Talk to me, boy. It's counter.
No.
Oh my god.
Counter is coming. And it's fucking red hot.
Big Pig, I love you. Alien. That's Alien as it slowly dies
Yeah.
after this
Counter's
patch.
coming, motherfucker. Better get ready.
No.
Dude, I want to cut a wrestling promo for Counter. Like,
We just lost like 200 viewers, I think.
I want to go downstairs right now and turn the green screen on and just like do it up, like just WrestleMania it up, have flames in the background,
Wrestle-
have like cows mooing and shit. I don't know why, but
What?
I don't know, man, because you don't know what Counter is. You don't even know why these cows are behind me right now. So, oh yeah, let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Catching up with everyone here. Wait, what did 16-bit say?
I can't. I wish I could see the chat.
16-bit says a lot of people say it's disrespectful to say
Mm-hmm.
tournaments after Evo 2013 barely matter. But when the top guys showed up, the new blood lost to them. Thoughts from Pig and Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, it's an awkward situation, I realize, because you're saying that tournaments are devalued, and don't mean as much. But I mean, the truth is that is the case. I know it sucks, but it's the truth. And then when people like me as 16-bit, weren't practicing, we showed up to Evo 2014 and still placed the side tournament, and those guys were nowhere to be seen. I mean, that just proves that they were never really that good. The competition just kind of lowered.
I agree wholeheartedly. Like we all heard that, dude. You guys just left, and while you left, we leveled up.
Right.
Like that's what I heard. That was a big narrative. And then like the side tournament that me and Claude Von Stroke held, all those guys yapping about that lost to people who literally forgot how to change their buttons in the game. It's been so long they played that game. So that narrative is gone, brother. It's gone. Like it is over. It is, brother. It is over. It is gone. That shit is garbage. I don't like. Let me tell you something. There's two things I want to add to this. After we all stopped playing Injustice, I would get messages from people like, maybe like as close as 10 months ago, and they would say something like, "Hey, so I'm the best Martian Manhunter in the world, and I heard you're the only Zod that can beat Martian Manhunter. Let's go, bro! First to 5." And I mean, like, you know what I want to write. I actually decided not to write.
Are you
back.
fucking stupid?
Yeah. I want to say, well, you might be the biggest fucking idiot in the world. No, you're not,
Yeah.
because there seems to be too many people like you. Like, no one gives a shit about your Martian Manhunter right now. I just checked my watch. You're 2.5 years late. Like, I'm sorry, no one cares about your green bean right now.
Green bean.
So, and also that
Friendly
guy,
green giant.
and also Lex Luthor contacted me in the same fashion. Said, I don't.
Was it
believe
Black
that-
Republican?
I don't. Yes.
It was? That was a
Yes.
random guess.
He was like, I don't believe that. You know, I hear that matchup's like unwinnable, like 9-1. I want to play you, Pig. I bet I can beat you. And then I literally saw the guy arguing with Playing to Win the next day on Twitter about zoning is too strong, and he got like massacred by Playing to Win Sinestro. I'm like, I didn't even bother. Like, are you kidding me? Let's see what else.
I can't see the chat. I'm sorry.
Mavado Main says, so would you say that you need to fit the requirements by the time the next game is released? No, not true, Mavado. I would say if Mortal Kombat X is at EVO next year, then everything from now until that EVO counts.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm a little behind on the chat. I'm trying to catch up. Slayer just said... Wait, I'm not really sure what Slayer's talking about right here. So I'm going to keep going. Hey, Foxy, do you want to join the Skype call? I bet you could have a lot to add to this conversation. Foxy says, yeah, ketchup fits. Yeah, I agree. I had ketchup on my top player list.
I would put ketchup. I would consider ketchup top player.
Pig of the Hug translation, only American attorneys are the only whom that matter. No, I didn't say that. I literally just said I have ketchup in the list. I have Mans in the list. I have Foxy in the list. I don't have Alio Kiki in the list. Whoever said that, that's his name. I don't have Zrakamok in the list. Is that what you want me to say? Is that what you want me to fucking say? Is that what you want me to say right now? Hey, Alio Kiki, your name is fucking stupid. And you know what else is stupid? For you to even ask me if Zrakamok is in the list. He came to America and went 0-2, buddy. Like, I don't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is in. Breaking news flash. I just added Zrakamaka to the list because why? He came over here and got 0-2, but I'm sure over there he won all your fucking locals and tournaments. Dude, take this finger, sit on it, and spin, bitch.
Whoa.
Don't.
Wow.
I mean, like. I
Yeah,
do,
let's
like,
get to the
why
chat.
are some people asking me the most insensible questions? Like, no, he's not a top player. He does not fit the criteria. He's not even close to fitting the criteria. List me the motherfucking things that he won over there. List me the reasons why. Convince me otherwise. All right, I'm getting a 6 out of 10. I gotta calm down.
That was like a 9, but okay.
Dude, this is a 6
No,
out of 10.
no, that's not. That's
my
not.
mouth,
That's,
dude. I've got Carrie Fisher mouth. I've got Carrie Fisher mouth right now.
no, that Ryan, that's definitely not a pig 9 and stuff like that.
No,
that,
you
that-
guys have
Maybe.
you guys seen my 8 and 9.
Yeah,
Come on.
we've seen like I've seen the 9s and all stuff like that. That was a good old 6, I'd say. I'm even
guess I
debating
just
on
forgot.
6, honestly. Like I'm honestly even debating on the 6 part. Like I've seen worse.
Hey, can we talk about something real quick? I do have a problem with one thing. Tekken Master. Let's talk about that.
What about him?
Ooh,
He breaks the system.
I mean, wouldn't you say? Would we agree? Some people just break the system.
Yeah. I suppose you can, but that's dangerous.
it's against the system.
It is.
You start making exceptions.
It's
that you can't.
it's literally equivalent of Donald Trump saying he didn't pay taxes in like 18 years.
Yeah.
By the way,
Something.
I want to go off on that.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god. No. Well, hold on.
I think that
Slayer said he did get top 8 at Evo, but as far as results and stuff, I think Slayer and Foxy are talking about ketchup and stuff.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, 16-bit says, hot take. Cowboy has played a lot of those guys because of ESL. What are his opinions in them? All right, here we go, guys.
Ooh.
Wait, who?
This segment. No, listen. I'm gonna set it up real well. Okay. This segment is sponsored by
Sponsor.
Counter.
Jesus.
Top play based on what you think after playing these guys, Ryan.
Okay.
You have to say yay or nay. Top player. Don't give me this. I don't know juice. All right.
Dude, this is a bad position.
Don't-
This is
don't-
stupid.
don't- I'll do it. I'll do it. You can do it. I can do it. We can do it.
Yeah, but
together.
people love you. I'm a villain.
people don't love me.
They love you. Get out of here.
Actually, white boy, you're neutral in this. Give me a percentage of love hate. Dude, I
They
say,
love
I'd
to
say-
hate Ryan, and they love you.
Mhm.
No, I'd say 40 love me, 60 hate me.
No, it's the
I
opposite.
think it's
like
the other
60
way
40,
around.
yeah.
It's probably 60-40.
Dude,
Like
60% is not very good. That's a fucking F. That
Well,
means
it's probably like 20 for me, so
it's
yeah.
no, I think it's 10. I think you're
10?
pumping yourself too much.
Okay.
And most of the numbers just like us.
Counter. Counter. The Pixel won the top player.
Jeez.
16-bit says, in my opinion, people look past reality for the sake of not being rude, and that isn't
Mhm.
logical. Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Not everyone is great. This is competition. That's a good point made by him. Sorry I'm so behind in the chat, guys. I don't have my sub notification thing on. I
Oh, no.
apologize. Oh, no.
Oh
What a pack up.
no.
Jesus.
Yeah, if you
Nick.
couldn't see the subs you lost with those
Nick.
voices. Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Nick,
Look at that.
this is your fault, Nick.
You know what, man? I'll take the blame here. I'll shoulder this.
Here, hold on. Hold on. It's God. I suck.
You.
Not only am I shit at Mortal Kombat X, I don't even stream correctly.
Remember when you said that you don't actually like Mortal Kombat? I thought that was pretty good.
What'd you say?
When you were thinking that you didn't actually like Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah. Wait. What was going on?
I just realized that I don't actually like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. We were yapping about something. And
Yeah, I think it's because you were losing to someone online.
I said, guys, I just realized something. I don't think I've ever actually liked Mortal Kombat.
Jesus.
I'm gonna be. I don't like Mortal Kombat personally. I don't care for the series. Like that's why I love movie characters like that made it in.
Okay. If MKX being questioned if it's going to be at Evo, then the patch is too late, in my opinion. Yeah, that's going to be another topic in a second. All right. I'm sorry. I'm catching up on the chat. Mott pick though. Madsen.
I want to read the chat, but I need to freaking put my on my.
All right.
Turn on your
all right,
Xbox
Here
or
we go. Here we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Another issue for Pig to discuss. Dudes becoming top and well respected because they play unpopular characters but don't actually get results. Thoughts from Pig. All right, I'm going to repeat that. I need everyone to understand this, and we are really going to talk about this. In chat, I'm trying to catch up with you guys. I know that question was asked like an hour ago. Let's see. Another issue.
Another one.
Dudes becoming top and well respected because they play unpopular characters but don't actually get the results. Thoughts from Pig. Okay, I can speak firsthand about this. I play literally one of the worst designed characters in terms of Mortal Kombat ever. He's so badly designed compared to the rest of the cast of the current game we're playing until Tuesday. Then again, you don't hear me on here claiming about I'm a top player. I'm not a top player in this game. I'm not a top player. If you're a Goro main and you're really fucking good Goro, but you just can't crack that top 16 or top 8 or whatever, sucks to be you. It sucks to be you. I am you. And guess what? We're not top players.
Yeah.
Who are players that, other than myself, fit that criteria?
Interesting.
All
That's
right. Let me back up because I'm not even going to put myself in that pussy conversation. I will tell you, I don't have results. I suck.
Mhm.
I don't go here. Who are people acting like it?
Oh, that's actually good. Who's acting like they're a top player of that? Wait, Forever Elite sort of fits in. Foxy says.
Okay, Foxy says Forever Elite.
There is an argument, yeah.
What was that Broodmother Tavora?
Zoe or Zoe?
Super. Destroyer, Chaotic Armor. People just randomly throwing names out. Manson, Tom Brady, White Boy. No, but I'll also be the first one to tell you that I'm not a top player and I'm garbage at Mortal Kombat.
Think about the list. The chat is too hot right now. Like,
Wait, no, wait. I don't get
literally
the
jalapenos are
biohazard.
popping. Hold on. So we're not leaving this topic. I just want to answer this right now. John Paulo says, clearly, Pig, your requirements for being a top player don't favor everyone in the scene. So does this mean people like Toxin, Silvereye, Gunshow, Jupiter, Raptor, etc., who have no more than top 5 or an even middle? Raptor is a very interesting discussion.
Mm-hmm.
That's a monstrous discussion. I'll tell you what. I want Jupiter. No, Jupiter's not a top player in Mortal Kombat
No.
X. I look at Toxin, Silvereye, and Gunshow, and Raptor. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I honestly do not know how to answer the question of Raptor. I'm just being real as fuck. I'm not dodging it. I don't know. If you little Weiwei, got to travel. That's his name, Weiwei. He got to travel to 10 tournaments probably, but you know what? He didn't. So maybe he doesn't deserve the credibility, or maybe he doesn't deserve the title of being top player. Would
he
be
did
top
place a
player?
lot. He didn't get Evo, but
He did place top 8 a lot. We're talking Red Raptor, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Red Raptor has
placed
2
third,
combo
placed
breakers, an ESO, and a KIT.
Yeah, I think
that's 5, isn't it?
No, it's 2.
What, 2?
He has 2 top 8s.
3.
He has 3. So
Yeah.
he needs 2 more.
And then ESL, but I don't know if you count
Are we
that.
counting ESL?
That's-
I thought we
That's
counted.
you
I thought
guys.
we just discussed that.
Wait.
I thought we did.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Didn't we say-
Whoa. Back up.
Mhm.
Top 8 weeklies?
No.
Okay.
Making finals.
Okay.
Only
All
tournament.
right. So,
Hayate argues that he's a top 8 player. He's
oh
only
my
missed.
God. Wait. So I'm 1 top 8 away from being a top player.
So close yet so far, right?
Dude, I'm 1 top 8 away. Okay. So in that case, Raptor is a top player.
Mm-hmm.
Toxin, Silvereye, and Gunshow. We need a category for them.
We have Sunjam as well.
I'd like to call them.
People on the cusp.
No. That's boring. Are you ready?
Okay.
Heat seekers.
What?
What?
They're heat seekers.
How?
Yeah.
They're heat seekers. They're up and
Like
coming.
heat-seeking missiles?
No, yeah, they're heat-seeking missiles coming behind top players out, and they're gonna put them in the ass. Toxin,
Okay.
Silver, and Gunshow are top players in the making. Heat seekers.
Heat seeker. I
Listen
like
to this. Heat seekers, man. They're coming behind you, man. They're gonna get you. When you least expect it, Silvereye is gonna pop that ass.
Okay.
All 3 heat seekers. I like them.
Fuck you, Silver Guncho, Illusions, Forever King Jr.
By the way, the people talking about Tekken Master, I'm just going to tell you guys, he breaks the rule. It's called the Tekken Master clause. If Tekken Master does kind of break the system. We'll talk about him a little bit more as I keep going.
The issue KP fits in that category. He plays a really shit character, but it doesn't matter if you don't place it. It is what it is.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
I am behind the chat, guys, because I'm trying to listen to all you guys. By the way, Tekken Master did place top 8 at ESL. He just couldn't make it because of his visa. And he did win that Saudi Arabia major, and he did get second at Evo. Done. Top player. I'm out. Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep on going and catch up with the chat. Foxy Eye says, I love Hate Pig. Hayate's top. Pig love. Cowboy is so hateable. I consider him a close friend and still hate him like 3 days a week.
But he said that.
16-bit said Cowboy is so hateable. I consider him a close friend and still hate him like 3 days a week or so.
Jeez. Thanks for the support, dude.
Hayate easily a top player. That's not even a
Yeah.
question.
Mm-hmm.
That's no question. That one.
Everyone asking about Trey having more viewers than me right now. Trey doesn't have more viewers than me. He has more bots than me. ViewBot, look it up. Trey Pound does not have more views than me. If you count coded bots like ViewBots, yeah, his channel's being ViewBotted right now. That's cool. I don't care. Who cares? You guys are the people I care about. I don't care who the fuck's in there.
Why should Tekken Master break the rule? No exceptions.
If 50-50s are removed, will upcoming top players still make top 8?
I mean, that's the question on everyone's mind, isn't it?
Did you read 60 Bits question?
Dude, I'm way behind. I'm trying to catch up.
Jesus.
Name top 5 top players who are really, really, really good, but got drowned by their characters.
Okay, you're really fucking behind. Holy crap.
Dude, I'm trying so hard to catch up.
You're trying so hard, man.
No,
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Core Vegas,
I was
Jupiter's,
about to do that.
Core Vegas, Jupiter's not
I
a top
know.
player because he didn't fit the criteria. Can he be? Does he have the
Ability to do
ability
it?
to do it? Yes.
Yeah.
Is he? No. Hey, Core Vegas, I'm gonna answer your question really quick with some logic. Am I a top player? No. If I mained Alien and Demo or a top character from day one, I mean, you might call this cocky, but we all know what happens when I main a top 5 character. So yeah, I would be. So whatever. What about Tom Pig? No, Tom's not a top player because he doesn't meet the criteria.
Simple as that.
Perfect Legend, no, he doesn't meet the criteria. Pig, you're not a top player. I know I'm not. Pig, is KP a top player? Hey, you guys answer that while I catch up with the chat.
As I said, even though it's I think he's a great player and all that stuff, he fits in that category. He doesn't play a very good character, but if you don't place it. There's no exceptions. It is what it is.
I mean, unfortunately,
It sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I speak firsthand. Character specialists are masochists usually, and
yeah,
it's just not going to always pay off.
He's playing one of the